suffering today. Father, I thank you for today and for the freedom I am certain it will bring. This day is holy, for today your Son will be redeemed. His suffering is done, for he will hear your voice directing him to find Christ's vision through forgiveness and be free forever from all suffering. Thanks for today, my Father. I was born into this world, but to achieve this day and what it holds in joy and freedom for your Holy Son and for the world he made, which is released along with him today. I can be free, I can be free of suffering today. I can be free, I can be free of suffering today. Be glad today. Be glad today. Be glad today, be glad. There's no room for anything but joy and thanks today. Be glad today, be glad, be glad. Our Father has redeemed his Son this day. Be glad today, be glad, be glad. Not one of us but will be saved today. Be glad today, be glad. Not one who will remain in fear, and none the Father will not gather to himself. Awaken heaven in the heart of love. I can be free, I can be free of suffering today. I can be free, I can be free of suffering today. Be glad today. Suffering today. I can be free, I can be free of suffering today. Be glad today. Here we are, lesson 340. I can be free of suffering today. Paragraph 1. Father, I thank you for today and for the freedom I am certain it will bring. This day is holy, for today your Son will be redeemed. His suffering is done, for he will hear your voice, directing him to find Christ's vision through forgiveness and be free forever from all suffering. Thanks for today, my Father. I was born into this world, but to achieve this day and what it holds in joy and freedom for your Holy Son and for the world he made, which is released along with him today. Paragraph 2. Be glad today, be glad. There is no room for anything but joy and thanks today. Our Father has redeemed his Son this day. Not one of us but will be saved today. Not one who will remain in fear, and none the Father will not gather to himself. Awake in heaven in the heart of love.
I want to get a different color pen.
All right, bud.
I'm going to use purple.
All right, bro. Close the door, please, okay? Please close the door. Thanks. We're going to read it again, and we'll read it a little slower, okay? So, but what's the one word that keeps getting repeated here is today, 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 right? Or day. This day, today, emphasis on right now. When Jesus says today, he means now, right? The holy instant. That's what that's what where we're going towards is this holy instant. The moment where the Son experiences what it feels like to be free, right? And the Son is you. Right? You are the Son. We are all the Son. But in this case, you who think you're here reading this course, you are the Son, and you are free right now and have always been free. But it's up to you to choose to experience or to remember what that is, right? And only you can make that decision. No one can make it for you. You have to make it yourself. Father, I thank you for today and for the freedom I am certain it will bring. This is a beautiful, beautiful lesson, by the way, and this is like Jesus put a special something in this one. I think this day is holy, for today your Son will be redeemed. His suffering is done, for he will hear your voice. That's the Holy Spirit, right? Directing him to find Christ's vision through forgiveness and be free forever from all suffering. Right, so through Christ's vision, right, the Holy Spirit will direct us to see with Christ's vision and choose forgiveness, which is to see our brothers as wholly innocent, wholly without sin, right? Wholly sinless. Thanks for today, my Father. I was born into this world, but to achieve this day. Right? This is the purpose. This is the meaning of life, right? Many people have talked about the meaning of life. There was even a movie. Monty Python did a movie called The Meaning of Life. And I think they got close to it because of the absurdity of that movie. It was a very funny movie, very gross, but I think in a way they did what the Course is suggesting, which is to laugh at the absurdity of life, the absurdity of what we have made here. So thanks for today, my Father. I was born into this world, but to achieve this day, right? This is why I was born, is to know myself, right? Is to know my true reality. That's really the only meaning of anything. And what it holds in joy and freedom for your Holy Son and for the world he made. So this is Jesus saying, we made this world, right? We made this up. We made this dream up. This is the Son's dream. This is not God's doing. God did not make this dream up. The Son, you can look at it even deeper and say that in a sense this is all part of God as well, but for the purposes of the Course, the Course has a certain angle it's taking to help us to free ourselves from the dream. And it's saying that the Son fell asleep and had this dream, and the Son still has not woken up from the dream. And in the dream, the Son made a world of separation, right? And a world of duality, a world of perception, and that's where we seem to be. And the world is released along with him today. When the Son is released, everyone is released, because there's only one of us, right? In reality, there's only one. So when one wakes up, everyone wakes up. That's the I don't know what to call it, one of the essential teachings, or maybe the most essential teaching of this whole Course, which is that there's only one that needs to wake up, and that's you, right? You are the only one that needs to wake up. If you try to change the world and try to make the world fit and try to redeem the world through some kind of external means, good luck with that, right? Many have tried. Many utopian schemes and dreams have failed. No one has fully realized that. But you can bring heaven to earth through making choices for love, and that will bring heaven to earth, right? And even more than that, you can experience heaven yourself, right? What it feels like to be in the state of grace, to be free of the ego, right? To be free of the bondage of and the suffering, and experience the joy of being, right? Simple joy of being. So be glad today, be glad, right? You can be glad. You can be in the joy if you so choose. There is no room for anything but joy and thanks today. Our Father has redeemed his Son this day. Not one of us but will be saved today. Not one who will remain in fear, and none the Father will not gather to himself, awaken heaven in the heart of love. So again, when one awakes, everyone awakes, right? There's no, there's no separation from one son to the next. If one son wakes up, everyone is redeemed, everyone is saved. Now, does that mean that the world no longer exists? In a sense, it doesn't, right? But you might ask, well, but why is it still here? but that's all. You're only asking that because you're still in duality. But when you transcend duality, and you transcend the dream, and you find, let's say, the non-dual truth, there won't be any you anymore, or separate you anymore, to know necessarily. Who knows, exactly what it is. But I think, in a sense, from my understanding, close the door, please, bud. From my understanding, you will still be there, but it won't be you as a person and you as a body, but the pure awareness of you as the witness consciousness of the consciousness of all, of the whole and of the all, that will still be there, right? How that works, who knows exactly, right? I don't think anyone can really put it into words on this side of the veil, so to speak, right? From here in duality, it would be very challenging, to say the least, to try to explain what it is. And that's why Jesus says, don't get into debate, don't get into arguments. Go beyond that, because debates are endless. They will not go anywhere. They will just end in more and more talk, right? But we want to go beyond the words. We want to go beyond the talk. We want to go into the holy silence, right? So anyway, I think that's enough for this one. And then I'm going to do the reading maybe today. What is a miracle? Which is a great little discourse Jesus does. Okay, that will lead us into the next 10 lessons. So I can be free of suffering today. This, each of these lessons also is a microcosm. This lesson says it all. If you get this one lesson, you got it all, right? Love is not suffering. If you are suffering on any level, then you're not there yet. There's something you need to let go. It's probably some kind of holding on to something that is not true. And you just need to let go of it, and you will get closer to the joy, right? The pure joy that goes beyond the ego. And any grievance or anything we're holding on to is because we're making something real in this world, right? We're trying to make something real in the dream, and it doesn't work, right? suffering today. I can be free, I can be free of suffering today. Be glad today, be glad. There's no room for anything but joy and thanks today. Be glad today, be glad. Our Father has redeemed His Son this day. Be glad today, be glad. Not one of us but will be saved today. Be glad today, be glad. Not one of us who will remain in fear, and none the Father will not gather to Himself, awake in heaven, in the heart of love. Suffering today. I can be free, I can be free of suffering today. Be glad today. All right, I'm gonna come in a second, bud. All right, I'm gonna be right in.
I'm good at writing.
Okay, bud.
I'm already good at writing.
Yeah, bud. Right. Maybe that was the way to end. But I wanted to say one more thing. This last line is very beautiful. Not one who will remain in fear, and none the Father will not gather to Himself, awake in heaven, in the heart of love. Right? I love that phrase, the heart of love. I want to mention, if you play ukulele, if you want to learn ukulele, this song that I was just doing, I purposely wrote this to make it very easy. It's just, all you're doing is just playing one string, basically. It's just a one string chord. That's a one string chord. That's a C. One string chord, one string chord, one string chord. So it's just 4 chords, but it's all just one finger. Sorry, I should say one finger chord. And then I just added this part. All right. See you in the heart of love.